So you never you never went down like a real serious road of like a solo Superman movie pretty early on when you and Chris
No,
and
no,
David Goyer.
we did, we absolutely did, and our plan was, my plan was always to hopefully, have this once we sort of established this timeline, we could branch off and go do this Brainiac movie that would have like a Superman Brainiac, like, solo concept. But the Justice League, and in the end, in my opinion is that in the end, the full Justice League saga is a Superman story, regardless of how much Batman plays into it. In the end, it's a Superman film. Like in the end, after when it's all said and done, Superman is the survivor. He is the savior. Without him, there's nothing. It is a Superman-centric universe. Though I would say Batman is the sacrifice that we need to make to have that world. Yeah, and so that was always the way we thought about it. And so to answer your question, there was this idea that a Superman film couldn't exist without what we're doing, or would exist instead of. I never really thought about it in those terms. I always thought it was like that we were just making a 14-hour movie.
And you told me before that obviously Chris Nolan brings you in initially, and there is a very, very brief conversation of like, would it even make sense to continue with his Batman in this universe? But I guess the deal breaker, I guess if Bale had still been the Batman at the end of Dark Knight Rises, maybe you seriously consider it. But the other Batman, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that's not as clean a story for you.
I believe that's 100% correct. Is that, and though I love that concept, Joseph, I think, is an amazing actor, and it's a cool thing. But I don't think it was for me to flesh that out.
Right.
Where, I think if Bale had stayed, if it had ended with Christian Bale standing on a building overlooking Gotham, with silhouetted by the lights of Gotham, then that's a serious conversation. There, he's not in Italy, retired, drinking wine and relaxing. If he is a current crime fighter, then I think those universes could have mixed. And maybe if Chris had really thought that was a potential thing, he might have looked at it differently, but I don't know that. We never really talked about it.